And our top story this morning, ANC Chief Whip Mthembu has come out openly in support of Deputy President Ramaphosa. Well, this after the Sunday Independent published an expose about Ramaphosa's alleged extramarital affairs. Mthembu says no amount of sleaze and dirt thrown at the Deputy President can stop him from supporting Ramaphosa. The Sunday Independent has published a front-page article alleging Deputy Ramaphosa's involvement in a number of extramarital affairs. While tweeting early this morning, Mthembu said, and I quote, "I will continue to support Ramaphosa to be my ANC president. No amount of sleaze and dirt thrown at him by Stephen Mudale will stop me." It's very obvious that Stephen Mudale and Sunday Independent are working as a tool of some political Askaris who want to stop Cyril at cost. Stephen Mudale has not answered why. The main reason is Cyril's stance against state capture and looting of our public resources. Ramaphosa has become a serious threat to those implicated in state capture, their business friends and their families. Ramaphosa's crime is a stated commitment to restore the ANC back to its values as a movement that serves our people. Ramaphosa's crime is a stated commitment to save ANC and our government from all forms of ills, including managed or rather patronage and corruption. Well, joining us on the phone line for more details on this is independent political analyst Mr. Udo Vroos. A very good morning to you, Mr. Vroos. Thank you so much for your time and for joining us this morning right here on 8 and 7. Well, just over the weekend, we saw the big expose by the Sunday Independent newspaper publishing the story about Cyril Ramaphosa and his alleged extramarital affairs. However, this morning, Mthembu has come out in full support of Ramaphosa. Now, what do you make of this?
Good morning. Did Ramaphosa's reactions to the recent allegations deal with the substance of the accusations, is my question. He alleges that it is a smear campaign. That's a serious allegation. Will he be able to prove it? And will Mthembu be able to assist him in proving so? If he can prove that it is a smear campaign, then it's okay. However, not even the judge could accept the challenge to the Sunday Independent on Saturday evening to pass an urgent court interdict to stop publishing the smear campaign. As you all know by now, the judge dismissed Ramaphosa's case against the Sunday Independent with cost. According to the judge, there was no substance in the matter, and there was no urgency either. That must have put Ramaphosa on the back foot, I'm sure. Surely there's more to come, as the editor already made clear, and we shall be informed as time goes by what is going to come out further.
And now, Mr. Vroos, what kind of impact do you think that this entire, publication and expose against Cyril Ramaphosa will have on his bid to become the next ANC's president?
That is quite difficult to assume and to speculate about. It depends how strong he is within certain structures and how strong his support is, particularly people support as well as financial support. We are now in the pre-ANC conference time, and I think these things will pan out by November, which is in 2 to 3 months from now. I don't think that the impact at the moment is not very big, but I think it'll escalate.
And now that Mr. Ramaphosa has actually come out slamming the entire, expose by the Sunday Independent, stating that it is just a political smear campaign to actually tarnish his name and his chances of becoming the next ANC president, do you think that it is actually fair to use, personal affairs for political play in this stance?
Well, personal matters are personal matters, I believe. But, as he challenges the smear campaign, and wants to go against it and wants to have proof, as much as those accused of being part of the smear campaign, that will have to be proved as well. So it is a tango for both to dance.
Well, Mr. Vroos, thank you so much for your time and for joining us this morning right here on 8 and 7. Now, also joining us on the phone line is Transform RSA President, Mr. Adol Chabaleng, to share his analysis on this matter. A very good morning to you, Mr. Adol. Thank you so much for your time and for joining us this morning right here on 8 and 7. Well, just over the weekend, we saw the entire huge expose written by the Sunday Independent, Stephen Mudale, actually exposing Cyril Ramaphosa's alleged extramarital affairs. What do you make of this entire, debacle, and with the ANC Chief Whip Mthembu this morning coming in support of full behind Ramaphosa, what do you make of this entire matter?
Good morning and thank you so much. The issue is quite really concerning. The matter is now turning away from allegations of inappropriate involvement with these particular women towards something that is actually what we are against, which is now attacking media houses and attacking institutions that journalists operate within and starting to limit and curtail their freedom. The current tweet is very concerning when it starts talking about the fact that, the newspapers are used now particularly to actually advance an Cyril Ramaphosa slogans and everything, which is not correct. There's no attack on Cyril Ramaphosa. People have just cited that they feel that there has been impropriety on his part as well as person as, deputy president of the ANC. But now the way the whole story is turning around is becoming extremely concerning. Jackson Mthembu, as the chief whip of the ANC, did the right thing when he came out to acknowledge the one fact that there are women involved and their names have been actually dragged into this particular public spat regarding the issue around Cyril Ramaphosa's campaign. But nobody has ever taken an interest to address the particular matter relating to the names of the women, their lives, as well as the current situation that they find themselves in. The entire focus right now of even the campaign regarding Cyril Ramaphosa, as well as saving the tarnished image of the deputy president, is only around Cyril Ramaphosa. There has not been a single expression that speaks towards the concern as well as expression of protecting the names of the other 8 ladies and women who have been mentioned in this whole thing. And I think it's something that as a society we need to start taking into interest and correct accordingly. The tweet that came out from Jackson Mthembu tweet account, it says, "Without prejudice, my heart all goes to the women who have been paraded on social media as having some relationship with Cyril." And he says sorry, which is a wonderful thing. That's something we actually congratulate him for. And concerning the aspect of the family as well of, Cyril Ramaphosa, in terms of the way they are finding themselves in this whole situation and debacle, he says now it is too much pain and they haven't been subjected, the family has been subjected to too much pain by political cannibalism. Primaries leading up to the election, this is internal political squabbles that people within politics must deal with. This is not an opposition issue. This is within the ANC, and they are fighting one another to gain control of the political candidacy leading up to December. So it is not going to be, in such a way and such harsh ways, calling it political cannibalism. They have not yet started eating each other, and there is no political cannibalism in South Africa. Somehow he's trying to give a figurative expression of what is currently happening, as he calls it.
And now, without interrupting you, Mr. Nchabeleng, over there, I do apologize, but to just ask you another question, as you were mentioning also, we're actually getting very closer to the December elective conference within the ANC, and you've mentioned that these squabbles are actually intensifying. What are your expectations with regards to this entire matter? Are we actually going to see things heat up within the ANC with regards to a lot of things and a lot of matters rising up within the party?
They are going to come up with people, journalists alone have the privilege and the right to investigate any story or investigate any individual who's running for presidency. So I think, the attack on Stephen Mutali is quite incorrect. But coming back to the ANC, you are going to find a situation whereby there are going to be highly heated sort of race as well as race tactics that are going to be used to either work on each and every candidate in terms of their credibility, their morality, their ethics, their values, their principles. And they are going to be tested, all of them. It is not just one test. If you recall, a week or two ago, you had, Zuma coming out as an individual saying that she herself has not had any links or relationship with President Jacob Zuma. Because she was being attacked. They said, look, she's sitting on this card because of the alleged allegation to say that she is actually linked to the president, and she had to come out. I didn't hear, people actually taking up that matter and exploding it into a huge thing. But again, here we're dealing with a matter of one thing that has not yet been clear. Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa has not come out forward saying indeed he knows these ladies, or he does not know them. Those are just the answers that the public wants to know. Does he know them? Yes, I know them. Or yes, I do not know them, and I have not had any relationship whatsoever, like what happened in the Clinton matter. If that was the approach, this matter would have been gone and finished by now. We would not be discussing it as such a political momentum thing. But now to even go to the extent that there is going to be political cannibalism, I tend to disagree. And from a transformer point of view, well, it should not even be dragged to that level. Yes, federatively they can use such terms and stuff, but it should not lead to that extent where there is going to be political cannibalism emerging out of this particular campaign.
Well, we do hear you, Mr. Nchabaleng. Thank you so much for your time and for joining us this morning. That was on the phone line, the Transform RSA President, Mr. Adil Nchabaleng. And also earlier on, we also had independent political analyst, Mr. Udo Vroos, unpacking more details on the latest recent expose by the Sunday Independent on the Deputy President, Cyril Ramaphosa, actually exposing alleged extramarital affairs surrounding the Deputy President, who is actually running for the ANC President towards the December elective conference this year.